Okay, so I've been getting a lot of comments and then questions, and I've seen an increase in the search terms for the difference in Julbo lenses. And so Julbo has a wide range of frames you can choose from, but in all of those frames, they also give you options for their lenses. So the frame set that I started with, these are the Sherpas, and they usually come with the side shields, but I've removed them here. And so these are their Spectron 3 lenses. And the Spectron 3 is per introduction. It's a 12% transmission, category 3. And they did a good job for me. Nice protection, and they're cheap. So it's a good starter one. You can pick them up for about $30 to $50. And so yeah, they're a good starter lens, but not the highest quality that Julbo makes. So next, you'll look at the Julbo Dust, and this is with the Zebra lens. This is one of their most versatile lenses, and the Zebra as a photochromic lens goes from category 2 to category 4 with a range of 7% to 42% transmission. These are not polarized, and these are available on almost all of the frames that Julbo makes. You'll see them, they're perfect for mountain biking and trail running. The lenses aren't sensitive to temperature for the photochromic ability, and so I've been down to 7 degrees and then all the way up to over 100 degrees, and it doesn't affect the speed at which they change, which is usually about 30 seconds. So if you're on a mountain bike or trail running, going in and out of changing conditions isn't a problem. And so that's the Zebra on the Dust. Those are available with a lot. These ones here, this is the lens that's on my face most of the time. This is the Camel lens, and this is on the Bivouak frame. And so the nice thing with the Camel lens is they're photochromic as well, and they go from 20% down to 5%. So the Zebra is 7% to 42. These get a little bit lower to 5%, and they're darker there. And the thing I like about them is that they're also polarized. And so having the lower 5% transmission and then also not going up as high keeps my eyes a little bit more relaxed with those polarized lenses when I have long days on the mountain. These are the sunglasses and the frames that I wore for John Muir Trail. I find they're perfect for that. A lot of granite, staying in the mountains for long days. They've worked really well for me. And then moving on to the Explorer, these are the most popular Julbos. You see people wearing them on Everest and a lot of other mountaineering adventures. And these are category 4 lenses at 5% transmission, which is the same as the bottom end as the Camel. The difference is these ones aren't polarized, but what you do get is the flash finish, which is that silver reflectivity, and that does a good job. These are perfect when you're in a lot of snow, a lot of ice, and environments where you're going to be receiving a lot of glare. I do like the polarized finish for a lot of glare as well, but when I'm in exclusive environments for snow and ice, these are the lenses that I think work really well. You can also get this Explorer in the Camel lens, and the same thing, you can get the Bivouak with this Spectron 4. And so yeah, so the ones I've covered so far is Spectron 4, which is these, 5% transmission, category 4, the Camel, which is photochromic, 5% to 20%, the Zebra lens, which is photochromic, and that goes from 7% to 42. There also is a Zebra light lens that Julbo makes, and that's category 1 to category 3. I don't need anything that light. I prefer the darker. And then the Spectron 3 that we had on the Sherpa frames there with the blue. So that's the range that I have there. Just quickly cover the differences on a few of their frames. So this is the Explorer, and you'll see with the Explorer, the reason these are used high alpine environments is the protection and the coverage. And so you'll see the clip here. You can clip on the nose protector. You want to protect your nose when you're exposed to that kind of UV light and direct sun. And they have a really good goggle wrap here, so they protect a lot of sun that comes in from the side. The only thing that I had a problem with is some gets in from the top. and so you have to do a good job. These are elastic ear stems, and so you just do a good job of wrapping them around the back of your ear, and it'll keep it close to your face. But if you want to wear them a little more comfortably, then if you have a hat, it's not a problem. But yeah, sometimes if you have a hat down when you're sweating really hard in alpine environments, you can get a little bit of the fogging up of the lenses. And they do have an anti-fog coating, but in some environments it's just not avoidable, especially when you're wearing a hat. You have the goggle wrap, it's just not going to release the heat, and it will fog up on you. So that's the only issue I've had with the Explorer. Other than that, I've been really happy with the venting, and they've only fogged up on me a few times, so it's a really good frame, and I really like the Spectron 4, and would also like them with the Camel lens, which is what I have on the Bivouak. And the Bivouak I like because it gives me a lot of the options I have with the Explorer without the tight goggle wrap. It fits a little bit better on my the bridge of my eyebrows here, sits really nicely on my nose, and it gives me the full coverage with the magnetic protectors here. So these are magnets, and you can take them on and off quite easily. They have the adjustable ear stems as well. And with the Camel lenses, this is the perfect combination. I've never had these fog up on me. I haven't really worn them too much in high alpine environments where I've really been getting after it. I tend to use the Explorers for that, but I wore these probably for a good 600 or 700 miles this year, and they haven't failed me yet. Then this is the Dust, and what I like about the Dust for mountain biking and trail running is that they don't have a bottom attachment, or jawbone is what Oakley calls it on their racing jacket, and then the old jawbone frames that they had. So when you're looking down, if you're running fast or you're covering routes in a darker environment, having the zebra lens is great because it's photochromic and changes, but then also having that extra visibility from the bottom. They have a wide ear stem here, so even though the Bivouak has these side shields, you'll see the coverage is pretty similar. So they did a good job designing these frames here. They do a really good job of protecting without cutting off your peripheral vision too much. So these are the Dust. Of all the frames, these fit me the best. It's not an adjustable ear stem, but it's by far the most comfortable for me, and these just fit my face really well. And then finally, these are the old Sherpas. These are nice. They have a very thin ear stem here. Again, I took the leather side shields off. I don't really wear these for hiking or outdoors anymore. These are more my just walking around everyday sunglasses. They're comfortable. They have the nice wraparound. They have a good feel to them. The lenses that I didn't cover is they also have the Octopus, which is similar to the Camel, but that one has a hydrophobic coating. So water doesn't stick to it as well. And then they have a new option for the snow. So I haven't tried that one. I haven't tried the Octopus, but all the lenses that I have tried, I tried to show you in this review here.